When we talk about the Vedas, the oldest scriptures in the world, it's easy to forget how fragile their survival really was. For thousands of years, they were passed down orally, word by word, sound by sound. No printing press, no backups, just memory, discipline, and tradition. But how do we still understand the Vedas today? It's thanks to two incredible minds, Yaska, the ancient word master, and Sayana, the medieval Vedic commentator. One gave us the tools to decode Vedic language, the other gave us explanations that preserved rituals, meanings, and wisdom. Let's get to know them. Yaska lived around 2500 years ago, long before most grammar books existed. At a time when the Vedas were still very mysterious, full of tough words and tricky phrases, Yaska stepped in to make sense of it all. What did Yaska go? He wrote two key texts, Nighantu, a list of Vedic words and synonyms, and Nirukta, a kind of dictionary that explains those words. He didn't just guess meanings, he broke down words into roots, explained their origins, and showed how different parts of speech work. His approach was logical and systematic, not mystical. He saw that language had structure and pattern, and that even Vedic verses followed rules. Why is he important? Without Yaska, we wouldn't have any roadmap for interpreting the older parts of the Rig Veda. Scholars, both in India and the West, still use his methods to figure out what ancient hymns meant. He brought clarity to a world of complicated sounds. Jump forward about 2000 years and we meet Sayana, a minister and scholar in the Vijayanagara Empire in South India, 14th century CE. While Yaska focused on individual words, Sayana focused on entire Vedic texts. What did Sayana do? He wrote or supervised detailed commentaries on all four Vedas, Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva, as well as on the Brahmanas and Upanishads. His most famous work is called Vedartha Prakasha, meaning revealing the meaning of the Vedas. He explained the ritual meaning, the sound, and the practical use of every mantra, not just the grammar. Why is he important? Sayana's writings preserved centuries of oral teachings, traditional interpretations, and ritual knowledge. Many Western translators like Max Muller and Griffith relied heavily on Sayana when they tried to bring the Vedas to the world. His work was massive in scope and remains a goldmine for Vedic scholars even today. In today's world, we want to reconnect with our roots, but the Vedas are not easy to read or understand. That's where Yaska and Sayana become priceless. They bridge the gap between the ancient chants and the modern mind. Yaska helps us see the logic in the Vedas. Sayana helps us see their ritual depth and spiritual richness. Together, they kept the flame of Vedic knowledge burning bright. If the Vedas are the soul of Sanatana Dharma, then Yaska and Sayana are the ones who protected that soul across the centuries. Their work reminds us that even divine wisdom needs human effort to survive. And thanks to them, we can still sit down today, open the Rig Veda and find light in those ancient verses.